so paying my dues. They gon' try the culture, hit you with them ultra. I knew you was a vulture. Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't touch you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing sorta, falling out through the rubber. Remember this shit jungle. The top I was gonna get some illusion. Only gives a confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe that's what I do. Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a shit about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Step on, spin, move, is on, scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off, and go. I had to kick off, and go. Step on, spin, move, is on, scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off, and go. I had to kick off, and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit. I had to kick off, and go. I had to kick off, and go. Step on, spin, move, is on, scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on, and go. Putting it down for that, time I was dying and out. Had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing to the heel. Step on, spin, move, is on, scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off, and go. I had to kick off, and go. Step on, spin, move, is on, scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off, and go.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, this is Madden NFL 21. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Colts ready to go to work here offensively, and it is Phillip Rivers, their veteran quarterback and longtime Charger, who will be under center.
One way you become the all-time leading passer for your team is pure talent, and Phillip Rivers has plenty of that. But there's also dedication to your craft and the willingness to get better all the time. Phillip Rivers has a van set up with a driver so that when he goes to and from practice, he's able to watch tape and find ways to improve his mechanics each and every day.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2.
Now Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Complete.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And the Colts first down.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Colts.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
The tackle made by...
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
To Jack Doyle.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it'll... Second down, it's Hines. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here...
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory?
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Bud Dupree drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
It's up how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Garrett White on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Big bet on the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And he'll throw right away. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
We know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. Give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
Bud Dupree. Ben Roethlisberger sacked. Fumbled on the play. Recovered by the offense.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Colts 3.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Rivers under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 3rd and long for Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
1st and 10. At their own.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Steeler.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep here. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Brings up 2nd.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
13-yard line.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he finds McDonald. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Darius Leonard coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10
from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more.
And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Rivers.
Yard line.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
On the return, Johnson. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Looking deep here for Eaton. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so.
Their own 21-yard line.
And we take some time to spotlight T.Y. Hilton now. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts, one of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. A first down throw here for Rivers. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
And 3.
Rivers now. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. He completes this one to Mack. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Rivers now to throw on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until half. Time. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers looking deep for Hilton. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 32 on the play.
At the 7-yard line.
To the air again here, Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A 4-yard gain.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Paris Campbell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now...
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, good move. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now Roethlisberger looking deep here for he's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. So we have reached halftime here. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
21, Colts 10.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And this carries into the end zone. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes. You can read his hands. And you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes, knock it away. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Is good. Makes the score Steelers 24.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Zach Pascal, the inters. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Try and run for this with Matt. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Working out of the gun, Rivers toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up second down.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
Rivers hands this one to Mack. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for him.
And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis.
Johnson on the return.
A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wide? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron, 68 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That conversion is no good.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. This goes underneath to Doyle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
T.J. Watt.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Roethlisberger on target to Washington. And just bowling over tacklers. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up.
And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
And that stretches the lead to 27. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing Rivers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Rivers. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
First down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
To Paris Campbell.
That one goes for 24 yards.
On the play.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Rivers. Left side, Doyle with it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. Catch made here by Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Hines. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Naheem Hines, the ball carrier.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
line.
Better ball security, but not much else to show for it. The Colts on third down. The getaway, sacked back at the 22. Bud Dupree getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's going to go down again. Stephon Tuitt. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
Now Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And this offense is running away with this one. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Rivers on first down. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Rivers with a throw complete to Hilton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
Mike Hilton.
This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
I don't want to go over the top here, but that's still a nice touchdown. I know they're being blown out of the stadium, but for this team to go downfield and score when this game is essentially over, that shows me a lot.
And the lead drops from 34 to 27. That time a 6-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Keeps himself upright, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Ryan looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Here's Roethlisberger. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Steelers 51.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they?